What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe on YouTube, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you be in the loop. Make sure you select all notifications when you see that drop button. All notifications. I let a few hundred of you guys come in, and then I'm going in. Make sure when you drop your country that you also drop your flag. Let us know where you're checking in from. You did? What we got here? Okay, I see y'all. Y'all coming in. Come on in. Come on in. Get comfortable. Make sure you smash up the likes, fam. As soon as you walk in the room, hit the light switch. That light button is your light switch. The like button is the light switch when you walk into the room. That's right. Come on, baby. So when you walk in the room, it's dark, baby, but I'm finna shine some light on you. You did? Yeah, fam. This one right here caught my attention, and I'm sure it's gonna catch yours. What's up, Juanita Miller? Eddie Wilson, Bright Star, what's up? I see you. Going in, fam. We got two Hillsborough deputies who were seriously hit by a driver during a call in Brandon. This is what sheriff's officers say. We got some guy who was called by, actually, his mother called deputies to their home. And, you know, this guy has a history of medical issues. And the dude left the house. Police came to his house. He left, sped off. He came back and went straight for the police. One dived out of the way, and the other two got rammed into their SUV, according to reports. Dude jumped out the car and came toward the police like Thriller. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. And they hit him with the taser. Family. Now, it's not a miracle that they didn't kill him. That's not the miracle. The miracle is he was black and they didn't kill him. That's the miracle. I couldn't believe it. It was very hard to believe. But it reminds me of something that I say often. When black people are truly a threat, when they have weapons of mass destruction, i.e., a vehicle, or a gun, a knife, a stick coming for them, they tend to survive the encounter. They live. But let a black person be unarmed and be of no immediate threat to them whatsoever. Somehow they fear for their lives and they kill them. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, fam. Maybe y'all can help me out here. It's got to be me. It's got to be me. This is the guy. Here's the story, fam. Two Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies were seriously injured Thursday when a man intentionally ran into them with a car after they were called to his Brandon home. Both deputies, now this was according to Sheriff Chad Chronister, both deputies were hospitalized. One may lose a leg. The driver who ran into them, who has a documented history of mental health problems, faces attempted murder charges. Sheriff's officers released a surveillance video taken from nearby homes, which showed the moment that the car rammed into the pair, shoving them against a sheriff's office SUV. Both camera footage from other deputies showed, body cam footage from other deputies showed the man stepped out of the car and walked toward the officers before being subdued with stun guns. This is Sheriff Chronister. He chose today to use his car as a weapon. These deputies never had a chance. They didn't have a chance to get out of the way. You can take out these deputies never had a chance and just put out this black man never had a chance. This black woman never had a chance. This black kid never had a chance. They didn't have a chance to get out of the way. The incident began at 7:44 a.m. when the man's mother called 911. She said her son was being violent and irrational and kicking indoors throughout the house. Fearing for her safety, she asked that the deputies be sent to help her. 2 deputies arrived shortly thereafter outside the home at 1102 Dexwell Court, which is in the cul-de-sac in the sprawling Heather Lakes subdivision south of Lumsden Road. Corporal Carlos Brito said, Corporal Carlos Brito and Deputy Manny Santos found 28-year-old Ralph Boozy in the driver's seat of a parked Nissan Altima. They tried to establish a rapport, Chronister said. They tried to de-escalate the situation. He wants nothing to do with the deputies. He won't roll the window down. He won't open up the door. He won't even engage in conversation. Instead, Boozy put the car in reverse and sped away. The suspect was free to leave, Chronister said. He was only a threat to himself. He was gone. But Boozy soon returned. 2 additional deputies were there by the time he pulled up. As the Nissan approached, the deputies had to jump between their patrol cars to avoid being hit. Back in the cul-de-sac, Boozy sped up, aiming his car directly at the other 2 deputies who stood next to a sheriff's SUV, Chronister said. The Nissan slammed into both Brito and Santos. Brito was pinned between the car and the sheriff's SUV. Part of his thigh bone was struck in the car, and his leg may need to be amputated. Santos also suffered severe leg injuries. Body camera video depicts both officers reeling on the ground immediately after the collision. One deputy appears to point a gun at Boozy as he stepped out of the driver's seat. Screams can be heard. The 2 other deputies first pointed guns, then drew stun guns as they ordered Boozy to the ground. He ignored them. He then fell as the weapons deployed. The deputies placed him in handcuffs. He was arrested on 3 counts of attempted murder of a law enforcement officer. Evidence markers dotted the pavement in Dexwell Court, and a silver Nissan with heavy front end damage set against a marked sheriff's SUV. Brito and Santos was taken to Tampa General Hospital. Both underwent surgery late Thursday morning. A half-dozen sheriff's cruisers were parked outside the hospital in the afternoon. Deputy John Michael Lee had been waiting there for about 2 hours. "One of them is my friend," he said. "They're not telling us anything." Deputy Joe Conti said the situation inside the emergency room was chaos. "I stood there for a while," he said. "It was too much going on." Records indicate that Boozy has a history of mental illness. Hillsbury court records show his name linked to 18 mental health cases, including 4 that were filed yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but filed this year. He also has 5 prior arrests, the most recent in 2018. A 2015 criminal case included allegations similar to what Boozy was accused of doing Thursday. On February 9th that year, deputies responded to a hit-and-run crash at Falkenberg Road and Causeway Boulevard. They found a car matching the description of the suspect vehicle, a black Nissan Altima near the intersection of Lumsden and Providence Roads. Boozy was behind the wheel and driving erratically. At Lumsden Road and Heather Lakes Boulevard, he attempted to ram a deputy marked patrol car, an arrest report states. The deputy had to swerve to avoid collision. Deputies caught up with Boozy at the closed gate at the Padlock Club Apartments and surrounded his car. He put the car into reverse, made a three-point turn, and rammed the front bumper of a marked patrol car, then drove away, according to the report. A sheriff sergeant caught up with Boozy on Lumsden Road, where he drove over the median, then stopped in the middle of the road and got out. The sergeant tried to arrest him, but Boozy pulled away and took a fighting stance, the report states. The sergeant used a stun gun to subdue him. Records show that the charges in the case were dropped after Boozy completed a pretrial intervention program. In 2017, Boozy was again investigated for crashing into another vehicle and then leaving. Deputies found him inside a Speedway gas station at Lumsden and Providence Roads. He ignored their orders to get on the ground and instead removed all his clothing, according to an arrest report. He scuffled with the deputies as they arrested him, placed in the backseat of the patrol car. He uttered that he hates cops and wants to kill one, according to an arrest report. He was almost successful here today, Chronister said. Fortunately, we won't be planning a funeral. Okay. It says, fortunately, we won't be planning a funeral. Let's talk about this. We hear all the time that the police kill folks, especially black folks, because they fear for their lives, right? In almost all of these cases, black folks are unarmed. They don't have any type of weapon on them whatsoever. But the cop feared for his life, and he spared, and he decides to take life, right? Just murder people. Just sometimes we even got them doing drive-bys, killing black folks. The police doing drive-bys in uniform with patrol car and everything, doing a drive-by. We got that. Black people, innocent black people, unarmed innocent black people have been killed in this country in every way imaginable. Selling Lucy's outside of the store, walking in the middle of the street, sitting inside of their vehicle at the park, sitting inside of their house on their own sofa, eating ice cream, playing video games with their nephew, walking home inside of their gated community, playing with a toy gun in the park, holding a fake gun inside of a Walmart where they sell, where the gun was for sale. Everything you can think of in every way imaginable. They have found a way to kill black people and make an excuse for it. Unarmed, innocent black people. Now you have a dude who tried to kill the police. He's behind the wheel of a vehicle, using the vehicle as a weapon. He then ran over the police. Two of them tried to run over one and then ran over the other two. Then he gets out of the car. They pull out the guns and then decide, oh, wait a minute, let's not kill him. Pull out the stun guns and then hit him. Now listen, fam, I'm not saying what I'm saying because I would hope that the guy had gotten shot. I'm glad they didn't kill the dude because the dude got mental problems, right? He seriously has mental problems. The dude should be institutionalized. They really shouldn't ever take a chance on letting this dude really out on the streets unless he's heavily medicated, because he's shown the propensity to not be able to function in a civilized society. He can't do it. So you have to go to certain extremes to protect the public from people like him. What I'm saying is, if there's ever a time for the police to fear for their lives, it should be when their lives are actually in jeopardy. It should be when somebody is actually trying to kill them. So when somebody is actively trying to kill them, that should be the time that the police fear for their life. Not when they're initiating contact, when they're accosting people, pulling people over, and they got all the guns, they got the badge, they got the gun, they got the backup and everything, and a person is just sitting in their car. Or they ask a person for their concealed license. And as the person reaches to grab the concealed license, they decide to kill him. They have killed innocent, unarmed Black people in every way imaginable. But I've seen time and time again where Black people are suspected of actually killing. Well, we have Black killers who have been suspected of killing, who have been known to be armed and dangerous, and they take them in alive. Not a scratch on their body. Make it make sense. The math ain't mathing. How do we get there? How does that happen? You know what I surmise, fam? It's just pure terror. Terrorists. They're terrorists. The police in America, in regards to Black folks, especially, is a terrorist organization. Simple as that. I don't care what y'all say. You know why I say it's a terrorist organization? Because they terrorize Black communities all over this country. You know what? Let me just look up. Let me just look up the word terrorist. Let's see what the dictionary defines the word. A person who uses unlawful violence and intimidation, especially against civilians in the pursuit of political aims. Unlawfully using violence or intimidation, especially against civilians. Terrorist. Terrorist. I would love for it to be the other way around. I would love to not have to report like this. Hell, I want peace too. I want to be able to, I want my family, my friends, and loved ones, and my extended family, you guys, to live in peace, to have a peaceful existence. So I would love to have some people out there who represent peace. This is a peace officer. Remember when they used to call them a peace officer? They had to actually take the name away because they wasn't keeping the peace. So they stopped using the word peace. And some of them stopped using the word protect and serve. That used to be their slogan, protect and serve. They don't even use that in a lot of departments. They don't use protect and serve anymore. Why is that? Y'all didn't notice that? If somebody got the answer, let me know. But I suspect that the people that do the killing, the people with the guns, and all that kind of stuff, in their mind, okay, let's try to bring them in and let's try to run them through the system. I ain't figured it all the way out yet. But for whatever reason, they take them in. They just have a penchant for taking them in. And they kill unarmed, innocent people. I mean, with with frequency. Going into the comments. What's up, Buckhorse DC? Eddie Wilson, what it do? Jamal Tabbert, OKC in this thing. What's up, Gambo? Salah Hutton, Abdul Wali, what's up? Jarvis Weber, what it do, Jarvis? Kente Peterson. Ray Leith Sr., what's up? What's up, Big Bus? Geechee Dan. Jay Burns, Dre Pruitt. Richard Davis. No Cap, what up? What's up, Sandra? Nate C. Jackson. Nathan Bradford, what up? Jamie, what is that? Jamie Carney, what's up, Jamie? Joe Hurd Jones, what's up, Joe? Shout out to the other Joe, Joe Trax. I was talking to the homie Joe Trax earlier today. Talking about that live. Talking about that Jeezy album, man. Who heard that Jeezy album yet? Good Lord. Man, Jeezy is not playing no games. Man, family, if y'all have not checked out the Jeezy album, you're doing yourself a grave injustice. Jeezy got some lyrics that say, serve dope fiend Jackie, that's Tamika mama. I should be ashamed I'm part of Tamika's trauma. Good God. Serve dope fiend Jackie, that's Tamika's mama. I should be ashamed I'm part of Tamika's trauma. How many dope dealers have served just a copious amount of mothers and fathers who are responsible or who feels responsible for the trauma that they initiated or they helped initiate? The trauma that those kids had to live with from having moms and dads strung out on drugs. That's a hip. Ooh, boy, that's bars right there, man. Good God. Served dope fiend Jackie, that's Tamika mama. I should be ashamed I'm part of Tamika's trauma. Oh, man. Man, y'all better go pick up that Jeezy, man. Hey, man. So far, I ain't heard nothing colder than that this year at all from rap, rock, R&B, jazz. No, I ain't heard nothing colder than that. Good Lord. But Jeezy came out blazing. And I watched that interview with him and Neil Long. Dope. Grown black man, grown black woman having a grown family talk. Grown folks talk. Yeah, real talk. Not sitting up there talking about sex and, you know, oh, how much money, all that old stupid stuff. Talking about real stuff. Yeah. D-Dub, what up? Jose Isaac McQueen, what it do? All right, fam, this is going to be a short one, but I'm going to recap and then I'll let y'all go. I'll recap and then let you go. All right. Let's see, where are we? Recap. Boom, boom. Okay, again, we got a Florida man in Hillsbury. Well, actually, he was in Brandon, but 2 Hillsbury police officers were struck by a car driven by this guy, and they were struck intentionally. Now, the officers' names are Corporal Carlos Brito and Deputy Manny Santos. And they went to the house of Ralph Boozy after getting a call from his mother about him having a mental episode. So they go check it out, and dude throw the car in reverse and peel out. Because he was only a threat to himself, the deputies stated later that they let him go. Dude hit the block, come back later, see the deputies still at his house, tries to run over one dives out of the way just in time, and he proceeds to ram the other 2 deputies and slams them up against their sheriff's deputy SUV. So they hit him with 3 charges of attempted murder. The trip part is, in a situation like that, there were backup deputies on the scene who, after he crashed into those deputies, who drew down on him, they was about to shoot him. Usually, you're dead after that. When you do something like that, usually you're dead, especially if you're black. You're dead. For some reason, they decided to put their guns back in the holster, and deploy their stun guns. Obviously, they realized that their life wasn't in danger. This dude is having a mental episode, and we can just pull these stun guns out, and that'll be enough to stop the threat. What would happen if every single cop, every single situation used the minimum amount of force to stop a threat? What would happen? What type of society would we be living in today? What kind of police community relationship, police citizen relationship would we have? I dare say that more police officers would be protected by the public and would be assisted by the public and liked and loved by the public and desired and needed by the public. I dare say that more young people would choose law enforcement as a career because they want to do good as opposed to wanting to do bad, harm people, or just do it to earn a living. A lot of times when you're young and people start asking, well, what do you want to be? When people say they want to be a police officer, when they're young, when they're very young, I'm talking about kids like elementary, perhaps middle school, right? Sometimes in middle school, they're old enough to be evil and they want to become police officers so they can beat up people and violate them. But when they're in elementary school, oftentimes you're dealing with kids and they're innocent, they're pure, and they haven't been scorned yet. They haven't been jaded by society. So these kids, the kids will say they want to be a police officer because they want to keep the neighborhoods safe. And they oftentimes have a good feeling about police officers. You know, they have good vibes about the police officers being good people until they get a little older and they see all the corruption. Then they start like, wait a minute. You know, and then that's when all of the hate comes. When they see all of the hate that's produced. Tyree Barnes, what's up? What's up, Wheel 23? Mario Philly, no cap. Real Philly said, is that really Philly? I think it's Real Philly or Really Philly. He says, when I used to play cops and robbers back in the 80s in Philadelphia, where'd it go? We already know who was going to be a cop in the neighborhood. Yeah, fam, by the time I was kindergarten, I wanted to be the bad guy. I wanted to be the actual bad guy who was actually the good guy because the police was the bad guys. I saw the police being the bad guys growing up. I grew up in a neighborhood where the police didn't speak to you. The police on TV was totally opposite from the police that was in our communities. So I grew up in an area where the police didn't speak to you. They didn't wave. The only time the police came around is when something was bad, something bad happened. There was no neighbor's night out. You know, there was none of that type of stuff. Neighbor's night out. The police didn't interact with the community unless it was something bad. They only showed up for domestic disturbances or calls like that, you know, to somebody home or when somebody was hurt. Somebody got killed or something. That's the only time you see the police. Or when they pull you over to give you a ticket or harass you. And when I say I've never seen a police officer smile in my neighborhood, I mean it. I've never seen a police officer smile unless they showed up and they were cracking jokes about somebody's trauma or drama. Somebody get killed, you can see them standing around laughing, joking about something. You'll see, you know, it's just routine for them. So we wanted to be the bad guys, or so-called. We wanted to be the labeled bad guys, you know, because the police was the bad guys, but they didn't get labeled as the bad guys. So we wanted to be the guys to go against the police because the police was against us. We didn't want to just be against the police. We wanted peace. We wanted to live in a harmonious community and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, the police just were not nice people where we grew up at. They were not nice people. And you can see them sometimes when you go out. Sometimes you can go out and you see some of these cops are very menacing and they're looking for trouble. Shout out to the good ones. So, you know, there are some, gotta give, I always gotta, I give a shout out to the good ones, not to be politically correct. I don't care about all of that. But I gotta give the shout out to the good ones because I know some good ones, and some of them are my friends, and some of them are family members, good dudes, real solid people. So I gotta give a shout out to the good ones. But the rest of y'all, Preston Hatter, what up? What up? What up? Quiet Time. Justin Ivory. Christopher Milton Sr. Yeah, man, I'm busy today, man. I'm busy today. Jay Burns. All right, fam, that's my time. I appreciate y'all joining the live. If I get some more breaking news, I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna be going hard. Let me see, what's this? Yeah, month of November. I think I'm gonna just slide. I'm gonna go all the way into the new year. I'm gonna go crazy with these lives all the way into the new year. Yeah. Until next time, fam. Make sure y'all smash the likes on the way out. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, fam. Let me check the like. Let me check the like ratio, the like view ratio. See what it look like. Oh man. Oh, this is horrible, man. 160 likes? That's horrible. Horrible. Come on, fam. Y'all ain't right, man. Some of y'all watching, man, but y'all hating on the cool. Y'all ain't hitting that like button when y'all coming in. Y'all hating. All this work I'm putting in. Now I could be sitting up watching television, watching, what is it? Oh, it ain't on yet. Thursday Night Football. You know? We could play Scrabble or something, you know? Hit that like button, fam. What is that, Lisa M? What's up, Lisa? Appreciate you. All right, fam, that's my time. Until next time, y'all be cool. No more talk.